Did you know that Pablo Picasso's full name contained 23 words? Quite the tongue twister, isn't it? Born Pablo Diego José Francisco de Paula Juan Nepomuceno, María de los Remedios Cipriano de la Santísima Trinidad Ruiz y Picasso, his name reflects a Spanish custom of honoring multiple saints and family members. It showcases the deep cultural roots that infused his art and reshaped the art world forever. Now, that's a mouthful to introduce oneself, isn't it? Welcome to the channel. In this video, we will explore fascinating and mind-blowing facts that will leave you in awe. But before we start, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you'll know when we post a new video. Now here are 20 amazing random facts that will blow your mind. From the heart of our planet, an invisible force shapes our existence: Earth's magnetic field. This shield, generated by molten iron in Earth's core, protects us from harmful solar radiation. Fact 2. Earth's magnetic field was approximately twice as strong in Roman times as it is now. Scientific evidence reveals Earth's magnetic field is in constant flux. It can strengthen, weaken, and even reverse with poles switching places. These shifts have profound implications for our planet and its inhabitants. Rodin, a name synonymous with sculpture, with masterpieces like The Thinker and The Kiss. Fact 3. Rodin never laid chisel to marble. His process was one of collaboration. He designed and sculpted in clay and plaster, then his assistants translated them into bronze or marble. Among them, Camille Claudel stands out. Her skilled hands shaped many of his famous works. Remember the unseen hands that brought Rodin's vision to life? Fact 4. When Ford released the Model T in 1908, it cost $825, which is about $28,000 in today's money. Despite its popularity, with around 15 million eventually sold, Ford kept dropping the price over the years. By 1925, the basic model cost just $260, equivalent to about $4,500 today. This made the Model T accessible to a broader audience, revolutionizing personal transportation. Ford's strategy not only transformed the automobile industry, but also had a lasting impact on society. The Model T remains a symbol of innovation and accessibility in automotive history. The year is 1897. Fact 5. The first footage of a real war was shot by Frederick Villiers during the Battle of Volos. Amidst the chaos, a new kind of witness emerges, capturing war's horrors. This is the dawn of war footage. His grainy images offer a glimpse into history. For the first time, the world sees the raw reality of war. The corridors of power, often adorned with gilded cages, can sometimes lead to unexpected destinations. In Illinois, that destination has often been the penitentiary. Fact 6. 4 of the last 7 governors have ended up behind bars, their careers ending not in glory but in prison. Does this trend highlight a culture of corruption in Illinois? I don't know, but power without accountability can be dangerous. Deep in the heart of medieval Italy, a remarkable event unfolded. Fact 7. In the bustling city of Bologna, a beacon of hope emerged, a legal document known as the Liber Paradisus. It declared the abolition of slavery and the liberation of serfs. Imagine the scenes of jubilation and disbelief as those long bound by servitude were granted their freedom. California, the Golden State, a land of sunshine, beaches, and fruit flies? Fact 8. In 1989, a sudden invasion of Mediterranean fruit flies hit California. Swarms of medflies descended upon California's fertile valleys. The response was swift and dramatic. This invasion cost between $60 and $120 million in eradication efforts. To control the outbreak, state officials resumed aerial spraying of malathion, a pesticide previously used controversially in California's agricultural pest management. A group called the Breeders claimed it was a deliberate attack by themselves in response to the government's decades-long malathion aerial sprays. However, there was never concrete evidence to confirm whether the breeders were truly behind the infestation, or if it was a naturally occurring outbreak. In the Pacific Ocean, a tiny nation faces an existential threat. Tuvalu, a collection of 9 coral atolls, is slowly being swallowed by the rising tides. As sea levels rise due to climate change, this island nation faces the unthinkable, becoming the first country to disappear beneath the waves. Fact 9. Tuvalu has announced plans to create a digital replica of itself, a virtual nation in the metaverse. This digital twin will be a meticulously crafted archive of Tuvalu's culture, history, and natural beauty. Fact 10. Untanned leather is edible. While leather is edible, largely containing 60–70% water and 30–35% protein, only leathers that are either untanned or vegetable tanned can be eaten. Chemically tanned leathers are inedible and potentially harmful. History is replete with tales of shifting alliances and unexpected turns of events. Fact 11. The year is 1453, and the Byzantine Empire is under siege in Constantinople. Sultan Mehmed II leads a formidable Ottoman army. Orhan Çelebi and 600 soldiers defect to the Byzantines. Their defection highlights the complexities of loyalty and ambition. These men fought bravely, their fate intertwined with the fall of Constantinople. The relentless march of human ingenuity has yielded countless innovations, shaping the course of civilization. Yet some inventions deemed too dangerous or sensitive for public knowledge are shrouded in secrecy, locked away from the prying eyes of the world. Fact 12. In the United States, this power to conceal inventions rests with the Invention Secrecy Act. Enacted during the Cold War, this act empowers the government to prevent the issuance of patents for inventions deemed detrimental to national security. Imagine pouring your heart and soul into a groundbreaking invention, only to have it vanish into the labyrinth of classified information. This is the reality faced by inventors whose creations are deemed too sensitive for public consumption. Inventors can be prohibited from sharing or profiting from their own creations without even knowing why. High in the American West, overlooking the bustling city of Denver, Colorado, stands a mansion steeped in history. Cableland, as it's known, was once the private domain of Bill Daniels, a titan of the cable television industry. Fact 13. In 1998, Daniels made a grand gesture, offering his palatial home to the city to serve as the official residence of Denver's mayor. Although Cableland is the official residence of the mayor of Denver, Colorado. To date, no Denver mayor has ever lived in the mansion. The sheer scale of Cableland, its opulent design, and the costs associated with its upkeep presented a dilemma for city officials. The mansion, intended as a symbol of civic pride, became entangled in debates about practicality and responsible use of public funds. To this day, Cableland remains unoccupied, a grand residence frozen in time. The year is 1944. The fires of World War II still rage across Europe. The Allies raided a Nazi chemical company and interrogated a chemist due to the amount of radioactive material involved. They suspected research into atomic weapons. However, they learned that he was not building weapons of mass destruction, but something far more mundane: toothpaste. Duramad, as this radioactive toothpaste was called, promised consumers brighter smiles through the power of the atom. Today, samples of Duramad reside in museums, relics of a bygone era when the allure of scientific progress sometimes outpaced caution. The world of haute cuisine is a realm of precision and artistry. Sometimes the most celebrated creations arise from happy accidents. Such is the legend of crêpes Suzette, linked to a king, a waiter, and culinary serendipity. Fact 15. In fin de siècle France, waiter Henri Charpentier prepared a dessert for King Edward VII. A pan of crepes caught fire, engulfing the pancakes in caramelized liqueur. Mortified, Charpentier was ready to discard the dish. But the flames imparted a unique flavor, transforming them. Hesitantly, he presented the dish to the future king. To his surprise, Edward VII was delighted. The accidental flambé created a culinary masterpiece. And so, crêpes Suzette was born, a delicious surprise from an unexpected place. The natural world is full of wonders, especially in the microscopic world. Fact 16. Take Tetrahymena thermophila, a tiny ciliate in freshwater. It has 7 distinct sexes, not just 2. Any 2 sexes can mate, creating 21 combinations. From the microscopic world, we journey now to the annals of history and the fascinating tale of the Maltese falcon. Immortalized in literature and film, this bird's story is one of obligation and tribute. Malta, ruled by the Knights Hospitaller, was granted dominion by Emperor Charles V in 1530. Fact 17. They had to present a Maltese falcon annually to the monarchs of Sicily. This ritual continued from 1530 to 1798, making the Maltese falcon a symbol of history and power. The world of art is often perceived as a realm of pure creativity. However, the reality can be far more complex, as the story of musician Nick Curry, better known by his stage name Momus, illustrates. In the late 1990s, Momus faced a legal battle with Wendy Carlos over copyright infringement. The lawsuit resulted in a hefty financial burden for Momus. Faced with this debt, Momus devised an unconventional solution. Fact 18. He produced an album of 30 songs, each available for commission at a price of $1,000. This unique endeavor transformed his financial obligation into a fascinating artistic experiment. The human body, naturally buoyant on the surface, experiences a fascinating shift in the depths. Fact 19. At around 50 feet, the force of the water pushing upward, known as buoyancy, becomes less than the weight of the body itself. This is the point of negative buoyancy, where sinking, not floating, becomes the natural tendency. For most, this depth marks a boundary, a point beyond which our instinctive desire to stay afloat takes over. But for some, like the freedivers, this transition triggers a change in approach. They utilize this phenomenon, ceasing their active swimming and surrendering to gravity's pull. This technique, known as free-falling, allows them to conserve precious energy as they descend deeper, their bodies becoming one with the water's downward flow. The slopes of Nanga Parbat, a mountain known for its treacherous beauty, have borne witness to countless tales of human endeavor and the unforgiving power of nature. Fact 20. In 1997, amidst the icy peaks and unforgiving winds, British climber Alan Hinckas faced a challenge of a most unexpected kind. A simple chapati, a staple food for many mountaineers, would become the unlikely antagonist in his story. Flour from the burnt chapati found its way into Hincas's nasal passages, triggering a chain reaction of sneezing fits so violent that they resulted in a prolapsed disc. Stranded high on the mountain, Hinckas endured 10 agonizing days. And so, we come to the end of our journey. The world is brimming with countless more wonders waiting to be unearthed, understood, and appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more incredible content. Until next time, keep exploring.